What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. I've been gone for a while. I've been going through some things in my life, and I just want to welcome you guys into that because I feel like you don't really know me. You just know about my Locs. So I just wanted to share a couple things. And guess what month it is? It is Mental Health Awareness Month. So that's something I'm very passionate about personally. I'm very passionate about mental health, mental well-being, and police brutality. I mean, besides like my family, that's like number one priority, passion, all that. But like underneath them is mental health and police brutality because I be talking about it all the time in my real life. So I washed my hair. I was gonna condition it this time, but then I realized I only had Tresemme, and that's not a really good conditioner. So I didn't use conditioner this time. My mom gave me some castor oil and rosehip oil. It's like anti-aging, moisturizing, nourishing. It's for face, skin, and hair. So that's what I'm using it for today, my locks. I'm missing the earring. Don't judge me. I'm missing the earring. I don't think I've ever used gel on my locks. So this is gonna be the first time. I'm a little bit nervous, but I think it's gonna turn out well. I'm in the middle of moving. I moved, I don't know how many times in the last couple months, which is why I haven't really been filming like that. So I don't have my spray bottle. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Let me get my rubber bands. Where's my rubber bands? Rubber bands. Yeah. So let me just put a little bit of water on here. The reason I am so passionate about mental health is because I have severe anxiety and I actually take medication for it, which I was, you know, there's like a stigma, and I'm not gonna lie, I was always against medication, and I went through a couple of them for my anxiety, but I didn't really like them because I can't wait like the time period where they're like, oh, give your body a couple weeks and then you'll get used to it, and I couldn't do that. So I take a medication called Ativan, and I only need it when I feel like really bad anxiety coming on. So yeah, but let me go back to the beginning and tell you guys how it started. All right, so I was enlisted in the military when I turned 18. Went off to boot camp, all that good stuff. Everything was fine and dandy. Went through my tech school, and then, ow, that hurts. That was a little bit too tight. Went through my tech school, and went to my first duty station, and you know, everything, you know, it was okay. You know, in the beginning, I really made like guy friends because I feel like my female coworkers did not agree with me. They didn't like me, which it really wasn't a big deal, but I was getting in trouble because I did have like this one sergeant. I don't know if she didn't like me or if she didn't like my supervisor because I was his first troop, but she was always telling on me to get me in trouble, to the fact, like to the point where I literally was starting to be micromanaged, and I had to ask to go to the bathroom. I'm at work, and I work 13 hours a day, and I have to ask every time I had to go to the bathroom because she kept telling on me. And I wasn't doing anything wrong to tell on, but like with our job, we would have to leave the section a lot. So I was doing my job. I had to leave and I would come right back. But she would always make it seem like I was like disappearing, which that's not even in my character. But whatever. Anyways, so That's how it started. I started getting in trouble just for, for no reason. And then that's so cliche, right? Like everybody be like, oh, I got in trouble for no reason, but this was actually no reason. I should not have to be at work asking, can I go to the bathroom? Um, so anyway, like, and then I guess like the females started, coming around to like me or whatever, and then rumors spread that it was just people was just talking about me. And then I ended up, well, there's a lot of things that happened. I'm not gonna even like go through my whole career, but I had a supervisor who should not have been a supervisor and who should not be in the military today. And he ended up getting in a lot of trouble for the things that he was doing. Like one time he locked me in a room with him and told me that I had to fight him to get out. So that's what I did. And then it really, really started to get bad when I got pregnant. And then it was like a couple years later, like I got pregnant. And then, you distracted me. And then my whole section turned toxic. Like, I don't know why, they didn't like me being pregnant. So a lot of like the rumors, were spreading. In the beginning, I was high risk. I was on the verge of having a miscarriage. So I had like OB appointments like every week, and they knew that, and they did not care. Like it was just really, really, really bad. I still had to be, I literally worked until the point of giving birth, and I was high risk. And I had pubic dysfunction, so it was extremely painful for me to walk. Like even to just move my leg, it hurts like so bad. It hurt. So I was going through that. I ended up like with all the toxic things that were going on in the workplace, I had panic attack at work, and I had to go to the emergency room, and then I still had to show up to work on Friday or on Monday. And then what else? I also sprained my ankle while I was pregnant, and the doctor was really rude. He was like, if you weren't pregnant, I would send you back to work on some crutches. But anyways, there was just like a lot of toxic stuff going on, and it wasn't good for my mental. So had my daughter, and then I, after maternity leave, went back to work, and I had like 3 months off of work, so I was just like, okay, I'm going back into this, fresh mind. I had a break, like everything's all good in the hood. But then I had coworkers that were starting to harass me, and I complained about it, and I basically, told this person like, hey, you need to take care of this. Like this is getting ridiculous. I'm being harassed, which is probably the wrong person to tell. But anyways, that's what I told. And I'm like kind of like really going through it, but it was just like a lot of like rumors and lies, harassment, all that stuff. And this particular day, I snapped on one of my coworkers, the one who was like continuously harassing me. Then there was like, other people that like picked on me. I guess, I don't know why they were mad that I got pregnant. That's kind of weird. But anyways, there's people like picking on me and stuff. And when you go through something every single day and nobody has your back and nobody's taking you seriously and everybody's doing it to you, you kind of snap. So that's what I did. I snapped. And then the person kind of got talked to in that day to like, hey, like leave her alone. Leave me alone. And so after that, like it was just still going on. Then there were times like I would tell my supervisor, like, hey, this is going on. Because I ended up switching supervisors because the other one got his troops taken away because he was just, shouldn't have been a supervisor. So I ended up telling my new supervisor like everything that was going on. But this person who got his troops taken away basically had a meeting and was like, don't tell your supervisor what's going on, just keep it to yourself. Whatever. And I told them I did not want to be at that meeting because I have anxiety and it's just gonna, you know, make everything worse. And I told, so I ended up like going to the meeting that day, and I was just like so over it. I was really like going through stuff. I was going to mental health, and I was telling my leadership about it, like my higher ups. Come to find out, one of them was going around telling the lower ranking airmen that I was faking and all kinds of terrible, stupid stuff. So there was an opportunity that came for me to get out, and I kind of like let my leadership know because I had to, that I was applying to get out. And I didn't really tell any of the other airmen because, I mean, that's my business and my prerogative, so I could do that. And I don't want people in my business because, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like y'all don't like me anyways, and I don't like you. So I did that, and here we go again. Leadership, you know, telling my business. I have my old supervisor like coming up, whispering in my ear, like, "Oh, you're not gonna go anywhere." Da, da, da. Just a lot of like bullying, just like harassment, like really mess with me, mess with my mental. And so, it's a funny story. So I applied the first time before like there was like a rule change that I could get out, and so I got denied. And again, remember, I didn't tell nobody that I was doing this. So I went through, I forgot what it's called, but basically it's like a briefing for like a whole week or something to like put you back in the, or get you ready to go back into the civilian world. So I went there for like a whole week, so I didn't go to work. And so when I returned back to work, it was like literally the day after I got denied. And I had people coming up to me like, "Oh, are you getting out? Oh, what happened? What did they say?" How do you guys know? I can tell you my business. So like leadership was talking. And it's really sad, you know, when you just have nobody, you know, that has your back, nobody to turn to, and they're supposed to be in your leadership, they're supposed to be helping you, they're supposed to have your back, and they just don't, and they make it worse. So that's what I was dealing with. So then it was, because I worked the weekend, so I had to go to this briefing. Am I doing this the right way? I had to go to this briefing. Oh yeah, I did do it right away. I had to go to this briefing for like a whole week, Monday through Friday. And then I had to work the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And I had to go Monday too. So I had like the airman like, oh, like rubbing it in my face, like, haha, you got denied type thing. So whatever, I had to work through that Saturday and Sunday. Then on Monday, I ran into my first shirt because he was helping me get out. And he told me like, hey, they changed the rule today, you can reapply. And I was like, yes, thank you, God, because Lord knows I don't want to be in here with these people harassing me and bullying me every day. So, because I'm going to go to jail. So I reapplied and I got accepted. I got approved to get out. So in my head, I'm like, you know, and I was like, during this whole time, keep in mind, I was going to mental health. I started off going to behavioral health, and then I got switched over to mental health because I felt like I needed it. And that's my story, and that's how I ended up getting so passionate about mental health, because I went through it. However, I was always interested in psychology. I took it in high school and I loved it, and I always thought that was something I wanted to do. So when I first got out, I was a stay-at-home mom, and I really kind of wasn't used to that. So I was like, oh, I have to do something. I have to do something. Like, what am I gonna do? And I created an anxiety diary, and I was like, oh, this is perfect, like for people like me, you know? And so that's available on Amazon. In case you want it, I'll link it below in the description box, so check it out, because you know some people need that, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so we need that. Buy that. So yeah, I had all that going on. What am I doing? So I created an anxiety diary, and it's basically like a workbook type deal where it's almost like, I don't want to say it's a therapist, because I'm not a licensed therapist or a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but it's almost like a therapist in your pocket. It's not the size you could like put it in your pocket, it's kind of big, but like an at-home therapist workbook, get you through your problems. It helped me a lot, so I feel like it'll help you guys too. So yeah, it's called Anxiety Diary on Amazon. So support, I appreciate you guys all for your support. Oh, and I wanted to add that I'm still passionate about it, so I'm still pushing for it, but also I'm a psychology student, and I graduate next year, and then I gotta go for a master's so that I could be a therapist, because I really do want to go all the way. However, I'm still kind of on the fence, because I'm like, oh, how long is it gonna take? I'll get my bachelor's next year, but then there's like all these tests and stuff to get into your graduate program, and you have to apply, which I have the grades, so I'm sure I'll get in, but it's just a lot, you know, like a lot. So I still what's going on here? I still plan to go all the way, but I kind of do want to re-enter the workforce. What should I do? What do you think I should do? Comment down below. And this is the thing that I'm really interested in. Like, yes, mental health is close to my heart, but I don't think I want to be a mental health therapist. I was thinking more along the lines of marriage and family therapy, or like an OI psychologist. That one's looking real good to me right now. However, I don't have my degree in OI psychology. I just have it in psychology, which are almost like two different fields. So yeah, look that up if you're interested. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. However, I'm very, very proud of myself. So, yep, I'll be graduating next year. I'm so excited, and I can't wait, and I cannot believe I did it. So I'm very proud of myself, because I wrote off school, honestly. I did not want to go, because, I mean, y'all know, like, not everybody likes school. Which I never really had a problem with school. It just takes too long, especially for what I want to do. It takes very long. But if you want to be an OI psychologist, then you could probably stop at your bachelor's without a problem. If you want to be a therapist, you're going to have to get your master's. There's no way around that. Unless you're a counselor. I think there's addiction counselors, and you might only have to have a bachelor's. Don't quote me though, because I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong about that one. I'm not sure. But yeah. And so that's how I got interested in mental health. And May is, I'm gonna repeat it. Say it with me. Mental Health Awareness Day. Yeah, that's my life right now. I mentioned that we've been moving a lot, so I'm sorry if my videos are sporadic. I'm just trying to get them in, when I can. My hair is getting longer though. Let me talk about my hair. We talked about Mental Health Awareness Month for a while now. It's been 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, this video is gonna be so long. I don't even know how I'm gonna edit it. I might have to stop here. But anyways, let me just update you about my hair. I've been bad. I have been neglecting my hair for like, because I don't have my spray bottle and stuff, and then I've kind of been lazy, so it hasn't been getting as much moisture as it needs and as much oil as it needs. My kids have been pulling on it. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but I feel like they're getting really long. You can see. I feel like if I take it out, my hair will probably be like right here. But who knows? Alright, what else? My hair is, I think I mentioned this like every video. My hair is very, very heavy when I wash it. Like, feel like I'm gonna break my neck. I just like, oh my gosh, so much hair. That is my son crying in the background. So I'm probably gonna end the video here and then check back in when I'm done. So I'm back a couple days later just because my life is busy, I told you. And this is the final look. I'm gonna take it out in a couple days. I haven't had any flaking or anything. The gel that I used was EcoStyle Flaxseed Gel, and I love that gel. It's never flaked on me, so that's why I use it. And yeah, see you next time on Happy Locs, where the sun is always shining.